Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Running to Green. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
He uncorks one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Scanning the field is Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick, and we start taking this the other direction, and we take points off of the scoreboard.
After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Brings into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. Gets a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Fires to the tight end. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got him still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
To the ground, he's got it again. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Pulls it in, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. On the option.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
That's caught. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end. Shakes off the defender. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Rivers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
Pushes ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 37.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this 1st half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Rivers. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking for room, it's Lacey. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They go right back to him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Simmons. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, give on the inside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Right back to the well. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
A first down run in the red zone.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Rivers. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Gonna run it. It's Russell. Got the first down and more. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air. It's Rivers. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motion.
And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send that offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10. It hits him in stride at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And man, this is a big third down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the fourth quarter.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the QB.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Here's the give off the left side. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass, it's Rivers. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love